Hello, I'm Ted Deptula from Restaurant Naj in Rehoboth. Here at WBOC's Historic Studio D, you're watching Delmarva Life.
Now, Ted is going to make some pancakes for us, but not just any ordinary pancakes. So we're going to find out more about that in just a few moments.
Oh yeah, it's going to be good too.
Well, you know, shipwrecks have been fascinating people for decades, especially when artifacts and treasures from those shipwrecks are brought to the surface.
Yeah. Now, there's an exhibit at Delaware Technical Community College that showcases the story of one very famous shipwreck. As a matter of fact, Brian Spiros is at the Treasures of the Sea exhibit this afternoon. And Brian, this exhibit has actually been open for a while, right?
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, believe it or not, this exhibit opened 25 years ago and is open indefinitely, so anyone can come on in and take a look at it. We're going to show you some of the stuff that's inside in just a moment, but first I want to introduce you to Susan Doring, who is the coordinator of the Treasures of the Sea exhibit. So the first thing, Susan, explain to me, how did this exhibit first come about?
Well, local people invested with Mel Fisher, the treasure hunter, and the return on their investment was treasure. And they decided to open an exhibit with the treasure they received. And we've been here, we opened a not-for-profit, and the money that we bring in go back to education here at the school.
And as we said, open 25 years it's been here. And the exhibit all centers around one specific shipwreck. Tell us about it.
Well, the ship's name is the Nuestra Señora de Atocha. We just call her the Atocha. She's a Spanish galleon. She sank off of Key West, Florida. She was leaving Havana, sailing for Seville, and she got caught in a hurricane.
And basically sank.
She sank.
And the rest is history, and then all the stuff that you have in here was recovered from that ship. And you have some great pieces in here, one of which here, which everyone could probably see, is this cannon. Tell us about the cannon.
This is one of the bronze cannons from the ship itself. It was made right around 1600. There were 20 on the ship. They found 9 of them, and we have 4 in our exhibit.
Wow, so you have 4 of them, and no one seems to know what happened to the others that weren't found.
They haven't been found.
They just magically disappeared. And the other thing, too, is so besides the cannon, you guys, what's really cool is you have a vault here in the exhibit. Tell us what's inside that vault.
In our vault is gold and jewels. We have gold bars, gold necklaces, diamonds, emeralds.
All of that in there, and it was found at the bottom of the ocean on board the ship. Speaking of the bottom of the ocean, one of the cool things about the exhibit is as you're walking through, you get a sense of what stuff looks like after it has sat at the bottom of the ocean for more than 300 years. You have one display with a bunch of coins. Tell us about it.
Well, that was a treasure box of about 2,500 silver coins that fused together in the salt water, and then the box disappeared.
Wow, so you just have this large grouping of 2,500 coins all fused together. It's really cool to see. The other thing, too, is there are really awesome pictures on the wall in the exhibit. Basically, tell us about some of those pictures.
The pictures on the walls cover different parts of history of Spain through time, and the other side coming up tells about the recovery of the ship.
And shows the pictures of when stuff was brought to the surface and everything. So very cool. And actually this exhibit, while it has a tremendous amount of historical value, it also has some numerical value to it as well.
Yeah, we have a little over $4 million of artifacts in the exhibit.
Wow, so people can come in and take a look at history that once sat at the bottom of the ocean and is now up on land. So Susan, thank you very much. We appreciate it. A lot of great stories. And of course, if you would like more information on the Treasures of the Sea Museum, including the days and times that it's open, all you have to do is go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab. So Jimmy and Lisa, certainly a lot of stuff to see here in the exhibit. People will have to come on down. With that said, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
The cannon is neat.
Yeah.
But there's something about a box of silver fused together. I can't imagine finding that. That would be awesome.
All of it is fascinating.
Very cool. Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, Elvis Presley not only had a love of music, but he had a love of peanut butter and bananas and bacon too. So up next, we are honoring the king and heading into the kitchen to put together a meal even he would be proud of.
And while we're talking food, you'll want to make sure you bring your appetite to the Celebrity Chef's Beach Brunch in Sussex County this weekend. We'll find out how your meal can help others get a meal.
But first, we've got a seat waiting for you from the Delmarva Life audience here in Historic Studio D. Come be a part of the fun. Book your seat by visiting delmarvalife.com and clicking on the show tab, or give us a call. There's the number, 443-880-9116. Delmarva Life will be right back.